Over the years you've been homeless, when you were homeless, did you ever have a need to go to the hospital or get some medical attention? And what did you do when you needed to get some medical attention? Somebody you knew even.
Yeah, actually, I have. Actually, one of the times I was down here, we were there was some bamboo down here, and it was kind of in our way, and also it was helping for camouflage, as it were. And in cutting it off and stuff, a piece broke off and sliced into the side of my leg right here. And we tried to stop the bleeding, and it wouldn't stop. So I rode my bike up to the ER, and luckily I'm on Medi-Cal welfare. So they do help. They'll at least help stabilize you and give you the immediate medical attention that you need. So, but as it were for a doctor and things like that, on the insurance that I'm in, it takes probably anywhere from a month to 3 months just before you can get an appointment to see a doctor. So it is hard in the sense to see an actual doctor. But if it's an ER based thing, immediate attention, then they will treat you, and regardless of if you have insurance or not. So there is that.
How about now? I don't know. Medi-Cal was covering dental too. Have you? That's something you could pursue also, dental work.
Yes.
Because I know someone that got some teeth. I mean, he had lost all his teeth from.
Yes, and
years ago.
Yes, and I personally have quite a few teeth missing, and that's another thing people see, and they automatically think that I've been doing meth for years and stuff, and that's not the case. It's just because bad hygiene essentially and bad genes. Everybody in my family, has lost their teeth, and they do offer some dental. It's like the teeth removal, they'll do certain there's certain requirements, like they'll do root canals in the front, things like that, but anything in the back, which I don't get. It's kind of backwards. They say that it's cosmetic, but they'll do the ones in the front, which kind of seems like the front would be cosmetic, and the back would be needed because that's where you chew. But there is dental, and I'm actually currently trying to go through that as well.
Oh,
so
wow,
their appointments they're the same. Their appointments get put out for quite a ways. Mm-hmm. So I actually have an appointment in about 2 months to go and get rechecked and go on the route of having my teeth pulled. It is Western Dental. They're about the only dentist that I know of that Medi-Cal will take.
When you needed to take care of personal needs when you were homeless, going to the bathroom, cleaning up for the day, what did you have to do?
That was a very hard part. A lot of times during the summer, the bathrooms in parks are open, but during the winter time, usually they'll lock them up and only open them up on weekends. So you kind of got to learn the places, they're up at the bowling alley, AM PM. There's a couple of places where you can kind of go into an outside bathroom or a bathroom that's not frequently used, as it were. So you can use the restroom and brush your teeth, kind of quickly give yourself a bird bath, as it were, and things like that. That was probably one of the hardest parts to adjusting to, but because people sometimes they'll just go wherever, and me personally, that's kind of hard for me. So to just go wherever, sometimes you have to, but you want to clean up after it, and I luckily during the summer bathrooms are open in parks and stuff, so you just gotta being on a bike really helps.
So in the winter the bathrooms are closed in the parks?
Yeah, usually, and they only open them during the weekends, especially, and sometimes not even then, because
even during the day they're closed.
Yes. So and usually always at night they're closed. So you kind of just depending on the area that you're in, you kind of just gotta kind of scout it out and learn where the places you can go are and the times, because whenever you have to go, you have to go, and if you don't know where to go, it makes it very difficult. Or like, you know, if you wake up in the morning, really need to brush your teeth because you have an interview for a job or something, you know, you need that. So, and also it helps you feel better about yourself. You know, it doesn't put you in that emotional depression. So yeah.
And now, did you ever run into trouble using? You had to go and you're near McDonald's or something like that, and they said to you, no, you can't go to the bathroom in our facility.
Right. Yeah, there has been a couple times. Not many though. I'm fairly friendly with people, and I can talk with people fairly easy, so that always worked in my favor. So. But sometimes there has been, there's been, you know, you can call the cops on us because we're trespassing, or on just me, whatever, you know, and you just gotta kind of deal with it, you know. But that goes along with the people stereotyping homeless. You know, they think that we're just gonna make a mess and not clean up after ourselves and things like that. And you know, just as long as you clean up after yourself and you know, make sure you don't leave it a mess, then hopefully that kind of restores the name for homeless people a little bit, because there are a lot of homeless people that are addicts or are messy people, and they don't have the desire to get out of what they're in, and they'll just continue to make a mess and leave their paraphernalia around and things like that. So, you know, but as anywhere I'm at, I always try to pick up where I'm at and see, you know, if I see trash, you know, if I see someone throw trash, I try to talk to them, you know, hey, you know, there's a garbage can right there. Why don't you help us instead of continue to tarnish our name?
That too. I just want to add.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we get blamed for it.
But I know, but there are homeless people that do it too. But there are also other people. And I think you're right that there is that stereotype that that's why downtown it's very difficult if you're not a patron to use a bathroom. And bathrooms are an issue for a lot of homeless. You probably have heard that.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't have friends or a place you can go, then yeah, it makes it difficult.
While you were staying here, or anywhere else, have you ever been harassed when you were staying here, living along the creek here, or somewhere else that you guys would park for the night, maybe? Because I know you had a van after you got an SUV after that.
Yes, the SUV thing. A lot of times people wouldn't harass us. It would be police officers, and luckily they would always see us and talk to us and give us the opportunity to move somewhere else. One police officer I remember even kind of gave us a little bit of insight. You know, he told us we can go to like truck stops or rest areas along the freeways and stuff like that, which really helped. On the aspect of being down here in this area, there were a couple people that would go by and harass us, but they were just pretty much harassing us. And there was this one guy who's a daily bike rider. He would come along the trails, and you know, coming up this hill right here, you could see us down there. Excuse me. And he was a police officer, so he was an off-duty cop who was bike riding, and he started getting onto us about the mess and things like that. Well, we were like, well, if you look, you know, you will see that there is no mess, and if you come back tomorrow, you know, because he's like, oh, well, I'll be here tomorrow, and you guys better be gone. Well, if you come here tomorrow, you will see that there is no mess. All our stuff is being taken care of. We clean up after ourselves. He just kind of caught us at a bad moment whenever we were in the middle of picking up our bedding. Mm-hmm. And actually, this is kind of a good story. He came back the next day and saw us and and he actually thanked us for cleaning up after ourselves, because he runs part of the coalition that goes along once a month and picks up garbage and looks for campsites, and if there's any campsites, they take the things and they throw them away. So he was very pleased with that, and he was all right with us staying there as long as we cleaned up after ourselves. So that was very nice to see. Someone that stereotyped us and then turned around and changed their mind.
After he said that you could stay, What did you do with your stuff that you had to put away, your bedding every night and stuff?
Well, we would have certain things that we would carry on us in our backpack, but as our bedding, for the most part, it got kind of heavy to carry around, especially if we were moving far distances. So what we would do is we dug a little hole in the hill, and made it to where our stuff would fit in there, and kind of just camoed over it. So it was a little hole,
Gotcha.
but it was off in an area where no one saw it, no one bothered it or anything like
You
that.
put stuff over it.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
couldn't
So
see.
that was
Wow, that's very genius.
yeah. So that was our bedding and stuff. Nothing that if it did get thrown away, we weren't out like everything else that we had.
Yes.
So and then we'd pick up our garbage, and on our way out, there's a garbage can right at the bottom of the trail. So we'd take our trash and go out for the day. You guys have asked me if I had ever been attacked or approached in my time being homeless. I have a few times. One time, the worst time, I'd say, I was taking a nap at Grisada Park, and there was this big trend going around where kids were going around with baseball bats and sticks and just beating the homeless people up because they thought it was funny. And that had actually happened to me. I was taking a nap, and some kids had walked by, and I woke up to a swing of the baseball bat in my ribs. And luckily, I was able to react quick enough and duck my head and cover it to where they didn't do any terminal damage to my head or anything. So, but yeah, the kids think it's funny to go out and beat people up, and especially the homeless, because they're in harsh times. And little do they know that it's not funny, and it hurts people, and they can get in serious trouble as well. And and I believe in karma. That what comes around will go around, and so it's a struggle that we all struggle with. But hopefully, with the police officers here, we'll be able to slowly crack down on it.